I don't know if you guys are ready. You know what day it is. Let's go on ahead and hit this up. Get it going. Hello and welcome again to another episode of Drawing with Mad Mel. I am your host, better than the rest, Mad Mel himself, and I thank you all for showing up again. Today we are going to have ourselves an awesome show. I hope you guys are ready. But first things first, I want to say happy 4th. May the Force be with you and all that fun jazz for all you Jedis out there. You know, but the Sith, our day is coming tomorrow, so I hope you guys are ready to rock and roll with that. Because remember, the 5th, all hell the Sith. But you know, Jedis are alright too, to a degree. Not all of them are bad. And we're trying to get ourselves up and running here, guys. So let's see here. Wait for everybody to start filing in. I hope everybody's having a good day today. We're going to be working on our picture that we left off on Tuesday. And in the meantime, while we're doing that, I want to be shooting out all the links for everybody to get to where they need to be and for us to start up where we're going to start today. So I hope you guys are ready. Hope the music ain't too loud, because I've been finagling with this mess all day today, and I think we finally got it where it needs to be. So I am happy about that. I hope you guys are too. Let's see here, check some stuff real quick. Okay, cool. So, let's see here. Let me get the peeps what they need. So I hope everybody's doing all right today. Not having a bad day myself. Everything's been going pretty good today so far. Can't complain, you know. Been working on some awesome new projects. Got tomorrow. You guys are going to love it. It is going to be great. First episode or first picture, timeline wise, of the doing the Cyberpunk. Now, to let you guys know, it is not a actual like remake of. Let's see here. One sec. Yeah, I messed up sending a link to somebody, but anyways, yeah, we are doing a lot of resembling a lot of Cyberpunk, so it's not going to be identical to exactly like Cyberpunk 2077. I wanted to keep that a little bit separate, but yet I wanted to be as close as I possibly could to it. So that's what we were working on. But as of today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to finish up that samurai picture that we were working on. And I'm going to go on ahead and pull that up real quick. Let's see. What did I do today? We'll talk a little bit. You know, give a couple of minutes here. We'll probably, start off with a little jabbering and stuff. Did some lawn work, nothing serious. I had some shrubs and trees, limbs that were outside that needed to be picked up, taken, cut down, that kind of stuff. Normal adulting kind of mess. So I did all of that today. It was not too bad. Weather's pretty nice, wasn't too shabby. So can't really complain. Pretty good day so far. And it was nice to be able to get out and everything, and I can't wait for this vacation coming up soon. It's going to be nice being able to get out and about and do some stuff, see some friends and things like that. So I'm really excited. That's coming up in about a week, so I'm really pumped about that. And here we go. Like I said, I did some work around the house, did some stuff, trying to get some, got some painting stuff together. I want to try to get back into painting a little bit more. I wanted to try to get some stuff done with the streaming first and get some things situated with that. I think that we're doing quite well with what's going on with the stream. So I'm pleased with that, pleased with what's happening there. I can't say too much. I ain't got nothing to complain about, which is really good. It's nice not having to just be able to be happy and to just be cool with what's going on. I know there's some sad stuff going on in the world, and hearing about that stuff, and it's really bad. But we're here to try to chill and take a moment and just try to enjoy life. Gotta enjoy it. And it sucks that things are going on in the world that are not that great, but you gotta do the best that you can with what you got. So, but let's go on ahead and get this started so we can try to do something. I'm gonna do something special for today, since it's like the Jedi, situation, Jedi 4th or whatever, all that mess. So we're gonna try to do a little something about that today too. So we're gonna throw that up. So let's hit it. So this is where we left off last week, or not last week. Oh, good grief! This is where we left off on Tuesday. We had this, and Zetarius and some other people were like, "Hey, let's do a samurai." So I think the last part that we left off was we wanted to try to do something with him being like a demon slayer or something, like a penance for his, his losing his honor. He's trying to gain some honor back by being, I guess we could just say, like he's being a demon slayer or whatnot, and he's trying to do that. So we can go on ahead and get him set up and make him into, let's say that we put him inside of a like a temple. We'll say that we're putting him in a temple of some sort. There we go. Come right up under the arm. Right to the hairline. Right up here. And see, we're going to try to make this into like an actual like Japanese style like house kind of deal. Speaking of which, I found out something interesting, that a lot of the older homes and even castles that the Japanese made were not actually used. They didn't use nails, and they didn't use that to build their structures like the temples and some of the castles. They used wedges and slits, and it was interesting. It was like a mixture between carpentry and art. It was very unique how they were able to master that skill. But they've always been able to do interesting kind of things. I think all society has at some point. Innovation is a big thing. Innovation and also having creativity. Creativity and innovation is the cornerstone of civilization, I think. Because if you don't have creativity, you're just basically just doing the same old stuff over and over again. And it may work and it may not. That's kind of how it goes sometimes. But it was cool to see that. It was really cool to see that. I knew a little bit about Japanese culture and the samurai and their architecture and some of the things that they had in the past. But I didn't know that that's how they use their architecture and how they put things together. I figured that they would use a nail or something similar to that, or like a bolt or something, but never knew that they would use a wedge, which is smart. There we go. So what we're doing here is we're just making a normal little building, little house, little situation, got it right there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pull this over here. Okay, cool. So we got that. And now what we'll do is we're going to pull this out, and this is going to be the lip of the outside of the area. There's a lot of the Japanese homes back in the time of the samurai. We'll just say like this is a modern, kind of a modern take on it. They do this all the time with anime. They always have some kind of demon slayer or something going on, some samurai or somebody being a demon slayer. So this is easy to follow along with. Let's see here. Also, I saw the poll for what we want to do for, do we want to keep going? Do we want Mel to keep going and doing Ocarina of Time, or do we want him to just play whatever the hell he wants to? And it was such a dynamic shift, guys. It was a big shift. I wasn't expecting that. It went from, yeah, we want him to try to play this and other stuff, which was fine. No big deal with that. I mean, that was not a problem whatsoever. But the fact that it went from, yeah, we wanted him to play, the Zelda game, to play whatever you want, it all of a sudden just shifted and changed, and I thought that was a little different. Like, I wasn't expecting that, I guess is the way I'm trying to put it. Which I was quite shocked. I really thought that a lot of people it was going to change up, but that's okay though. I mean, if you guys like just random stuff that I'm playing, then that's cool too. I just figured I like the fact that people were engaging. That's really what I'm getting at. Is I'm really happy that people were engaging with this and actually gave it a shot. I mean, yeah, it was like 5 or 6 people, but still, it was 5 or 6 people, and that's a good thing. This is showing that we have activity going on in the channel, and I like that. That's really one of the main reasons why I enjoy doing this, is because I like the activity with everybody. I want to be a little bit different than what everybody else is doing, and I think I'm really doing something different here, and I think that you guys are also associated and involved with it too. So, I'm really happy about that. It's really good stuff. All right, so we got that, and what are we going to do over here? We're going to go on ahead and get this started. I want to try to bring this down just a little bit. The volume level is so hard to kind of deal with, but it's okay. If the music's lower, then it'll be lower. I'm not really too worried about it. I'd rather be lower than too high and nobody can hear and everybody's having a hard time. I'd rather that be the only hiccup that we have, is just that. So, if you're having a hard time hearing the music, I'm sorry, but I'd rather you guys be able to hear me than be drowned out by the music. So, yes, okay. I think it's a holiday coming up. If I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to be Cinco de Mayo coming up soon. So that's something, and I hope that you guys be safe, and whatever you do out there, for Cinco, whenever that comes up, just don't get out there and act a fool and get yourself hurt or in trouble. It's good to party and have a fun time, but think about yourself and try to be a little responsible. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but it's good to just kind of pay attention to what's happening. Yes. And it looks like we got Volsei in the house, and he came in strong with the yes. We always come in strong with the yes. I'm glad that you made it here. Thank you for showing up. Trying to get some stuff situated here with this mat. I'm trying to put a little tie, like a drawstring kind of deal here, but it's wanting to act a little funky and silly, and I think I might have to change this up a little bit. There it is. Here we go. Now we back that up just so, come on, back that up just a little bit. And then we just bring that down. And see, I don't like the fact that it's so tied to it. This angle. I'm trying to find what's the difference with the angle. Hey, how you doing? Thank you, Demetri, for showing up. Hopefully the music ain't too loud. I tried to turn it down some. I'm trying to get the volume to work decently. I think it's working okay for the most part. So, you know, I'm enjoying that. That kind of worked out. So, yeah, so what we're doing today, we're just finishing up our picture, and then we're going to go into some Star Wars stuff since it's the 4th. You know, we gotta represent the Star Wars. Hello, I am Fox. Welcome to the show. Yes, we are working on Happy 4th. May the 4th be with you if you are a Jedi, and if you're a Sith, then forget those buns. Our holiday is tomorrow. Remember the Sith. I say that all the time. I have a lot of friends that are Jedi and enthusiasts, and we have a little joke that all Sith end up becoming handicapped or mutilated in some shape, form, or fashion, which is kind of sad if you look at the Star Wars trilogy and situation. The Jedi always end up being like, oh, well, nothing really matters, blah, 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 and then they always end up in a terrible shape, usually, you know, having a lot of psychological issues because of things. Sith always end up in a damn iron lung. For whatever reason, they always get maimed. And they always end up in some iron lung looking contraption, which I thought that was very peculiar. Why do they always have respiratory issues? Can somebody explain that to me? I know we made a joke about it. Me and some friends made a joke about it, saying that it was probably mold. I could see that. I could see Palpatine being a cheap ass. I could see the Empire being cheap. I could actually see that. That is something that is possible, and that is something that I can actually see happening. Like, oh, you know, we need better suits. Like, there's suits. Oh, well, do we have anything, sir, that we can actually use to keep us from getting killed? No, wear plastic suits that slaughter you. You know, get out there. Wear a plastic suit that can't even stop a laser bolt. It'll tear straight through that. Well, what about a lightsaber? Oh, you're dead if a lightsaber hits you. Just forget that. Forget it. It's over with. But go on ahead, get out there. We got great 401k. We have, you know, all kinds of interesting stuff. You know, we have cookies. We have punch. We have therapy sessions. Yeah, you know, yeah, that's probably the reason why Vader and all the rest of them, you know, they all Sith Lords end up, their faces all cracked up. They always got something broken on them, cut off. They lose all kinds of body parts. Like, you would think that they had a really good, like, medical insurance. Probably not. They probably just makeshift stuff. Talk about, oh, we want to make you stronger in the dark side of the Force. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're cheap, and you don't want to. Alright, so let's try to make this as close to like a Japanese garden as we possibly can. That's what I'm going to try to do here. Give it a little bridge, a little grass. We're going to put a little pond in this area here. Okay, so this pond is going to go right about here, and then we're going to put some more grass over here. Well, somewhat. They rely on anger for their strength. And I can understand that, you know. Sometimes you know, the Jedi's like, no, don't feed into your anger, don't feel anything, and the Sith is like, no, you need to you know, validate your feelings. If you feel bad or something pisses you off, you should validate that. But you know, both, I still think the Great Jedi, which some people may or may not believe that to be canon, which I hate that whole cannon situation. It makes me it gets on my nerves so bad. I don't know if any of you guys ever get irritated with that, with the story or something. It's like, man, this is cool. And it's like, yeah, canon. It's not, yeah. And it's like, I don't care if it's canon or not. I like what's going on. I could care less if it's canon. Like, why do I have to care if it's canon or not? Well, it has to be accurate to a certain degree. So what? So what? If a show or a book or something, if it's great, then you're having a good time. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Enjoy yourself. So we got some rocks. We're going to drop the rocks down. And we're going to put these rocks around here like it's a normal little koi pond. You know, got your rocks. Yeah, that's kind of pretty. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. And then we'll come over here and then bang, 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 bang. Disappear, and then it comes right back around. Boom, 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 boom. There it is. Look at that. That's pretty dope. I like it. And then we're going to come through with that after we do this. And then we're going to just drop this down and put some, like, leaves. We'll put some leaves in the absent space. So that way... Oh, thank you. Yeah, the hair came out pretty nice. I'm going to put some leaves, a little bit of leafy grass area around here, so it actually looks kind of like grass. I mean, I guess I could put some grass here. I mean, I do have grass. It doesn't have to be very large. It can be about a 40. Yeah. Well, that was a little too bushy of grass. I'm gonna turn this off. This fan I have on, it's blowing in my face, and it's like, oh man. But I'm one of those type of people, if I have cold air blowing in my face for too long, it'll put me to sleep. And I hate that, because it's like, oh man, it's so delicious and comfortable. Like, I'm one of those weird people. I guess, like, if there was like a storm out, I mean, I could handle a storm, don't get me wrong. If it was like raining or something like that, and I could handle that, maybe, I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, probably not. I'll probably be passed out somewhere. Let's just be real here. That grass is not doing what I want it to do. But we're gonna drop this down. There we go. So we dropped that down, and now we're gonna try to fill this in. I might just need to just zoom on in on this. Yeah. That's better. Yeah. This is better. This is much better. Okay. So we'll bring this up, drop this down to around about 135, and then we can add some grass in between here, in between the rocks, just enough to kind of give it that separation of space. And oh, there we are. And then we give it just enough. Come over here. There it is. Come up. A little bit there. A little bit there. There. And there. And there. Okay. And then we basically got all of that. Put some here. And see, once we have this all blocked off, then it'll be easier for me to just put the water here. And then we'll be done with that. Okay. So I'm trying to get it small enough that I can actually just put grass down instead of, that might could work. Those are probably good for bushes. Yeah, that's probably good for swamp area, branches, claws. Okay. Let me see if I can find my leaves, grass. There it is. I wonder, did they have lawnmowers back then? Like, how did they do all their landscaping and stuff? Something interesting to think about. Like, you know, they had all these bridges and stones and all this interesting stuff, all this interesting work back here in the background of a lot of their castles and things. But it makes you wonder, like, how did they get it to look like this? You know, what kind of technology did they do, or did they use for, you know, certain, like, architecture and, you know, that kind of stuff. It's real interesting to just think about, like, how they did things in ancient times or older times. Probably, and we can't even mimic half of this shit today, or at least that's what we're told. I don't know about all that. Nah. Okay, there we go. Now we got this. We come around here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it in. I'm going to give it some of that hash grass, and then after the hash grass, then we're going to go on ahead and fill that in with water. Touch him up, give him a little shading, probably have him chop up a demon or so on the ground. And then once that's done, then we're pretty much finished with this picture. So we probably got maybe another, I don't know, 30 minutes, maybe an hour to kind of give this the real texture and look that we're going for this. So going to be a fun ride. So, and then we got some ground here. Ground needs to be, we got, come on, need it up to about 150. Got some lint in my eye. So since we're working on this, why don't you guys tell me what's a place that you guys would like to go visit, or if you have visited, what country did you enjoy seeing, or would you enjoy to go to? I'll start first. Of course, Japan. I want to see that. Definitely would like to take a trip there one day, and see what's going on over there. I had relatives that actually lived there. I had an uncle that was, unfortunately, he passed away now, but at the time he lived in Okinawa for like 15 years with my aunt and my cousins. And my aunt, she wasn't Japanese, okay, so that let's just go on ahead and get that elephant out of the room before I start this story. She was not Japanese, you know, she was I guess African American like myself, and but she learned fluent Japanese because, you know, living in a place, you kind of have to learn the lingo, you know what I'm saying? So she learned it. She taught me how to speak Japanese. I don't have the ability now because if you don't use it, you lose it, right? So I ended up losing it. There are certain things that I can see that kind of still remind me, that I can kind of guess, or that look similar, or I kind of have a general idea. But speaking it, I'm very rusty at it. You know, but yeah, I would like to go there. I'd like to take a trip into Europe. You know, poke around there for a little bit just to see what it's like. But other than that, those are the places that I would like to go to. Nothing really fancy or anything, but that's kind of what I was looking at. So what about you guys in the chat? Where would you like to go visit? If there's any places that you could go to and be able to visit, where would you like to go? And just throw it in there. Have a little conversation while we're just sitting here, you know, working on some stuff. Warm grass. Okie-dokie. Oh yeah, that's right. I do have two cousins that are half Japanese. I forgot about that. I've never seen them. I never got the opportunity to see them. But yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, well that's a little rough tasting. Yeah. Boyo. Okay. What you drinking over there, Mel? I know someone's thinking that. Want to go to Egypt? Yeah, Egypt would be a nice place to go visit. That would be a nice place to definitely go visit, go see. Egypt would be cool. I'd definitely like to see some stuff over there. I would just like to see the pyramids and just to touch the stones. Stones are thousands of years old. You know, so much history, so much time. You know, so much culture. That kind of stuff. That would be really, really interesting to me to be able to actually see that and to touch it and to know, you know, this is a place where things were really happening. This was like, you know, the pinnacle of society at one point in time. You know, everybody was after that, trying to achieve that kind of goal of being like Egypt or Rome or wherever, some of these ancient civilizations. But anybody else? Any of you? Anybody else have a place that they would like to go to or would like to travel to or at least see once in their lifetime? Don't be shy. There's no wrong answers or anything like that. Just wondering, curious. Oh man, that looks just like crabgrass. I don't like that. Maybe France? Okay, Sean. France would be a nice place. You know, France is always an interesting place. Definitely check that out. I know the food would be nice there too. That would be really neat. Anybody else? I know most of you would probably say Japan. I mean, we're pretty much almost all on the same page here with Japan. So I mean, you know, majority of us in on this stream or in the chat probably watch anime of some sort, have had or are. So I mean, it's not that's okay. That ain't really that big of a deal. We all know that. That's just the mecca of animation. You want to go to Japan at least once and see it. I have had some friends go to Japan that I know of. You know, it's an interesting culture there. Like the whole situation being there is very interesting. Yeah, definitely Zatarius want to go there too. Yeah. There's certain like things. It's interesting. If you ever decide that you are bored and want to see something, you should look at some of the YouTube videos of people who talk to other like people who are not of Japan, you know, actually from Japan, but you know, Westerners living there, and see what how they kind of describe how the life there is and how different it is. Like the fact of being in Japan but not being Japanese. I mean, granted, it comes with its own pros and cons with that. Like there are pros to it. You know, they like people being there, and especially with a lot of the housing market. Because like right now, if you have at least about, I would say probably about 200,000, you could probably buy, or even less than that, you could probably buy a really nice home. How do you lose face? Oh man, you just do. If you act rude, laugh without your hand covering your mouth. If they find out that you're a liar, they'll just stop talking to you. So don't ever lie to someone who's in Japan, a Japanese person. You'll lose face with them so damn fast. They won't even talk to you. They'll just excommunicate you, and they'll basically just say you're a liar and we don't trust you, and they just won't have nothing to do with you. So don't ever get caught like that. Don't ever, if you can. Oh boy, that ain't what we need. If you can avoid lying to a Japanese person, please do so. So that way you don't run into that issue in Japan. They're just a little different with Westerners. They're not mean to us, but some people in the culture, they don't particularly care for outsiders or gaijins or any of that kind of stuff. Some people still have that mentality and they don't want that, or they'll tolerate you, but it doesn't matter how long you're in Japan. They'll still treat you like an outsider because you're not Japanese born. You could be there and live there and all that kind of stuff, but they still look at you as non-Japanese. Like you are a citizen of Japan, but you are not Japanese. And it's weird, but a lot of places are like that. And or you dishonor your family, or you suck at school, or if you do anything to bring just anything. Like if you get caught doing some crazy wild stuff and it puts shame upon your family, yeah, a lot of times they have people who end up, doing bad stuff to themselves because they suck at school, or they may have some type of learning disability and their family may be embarrassed because of them, and then next thing you know, they become a statistic. Hate to say it that way, but that's part of the reason why they have, kind of a high checkout rate. I don't know an easier way to say it besides that. I don't want to get flagged for saying the actual word, because now they're flagging people for saying the S word too. I saw a YouTuber I watched, and he was talking about somebody doing the S to their self, and well, what's the S, Mel? One of those things, or that kind of stuff. That's what they were talking about, and then boom, they got hit with it. It's getting kind of rough out here being a content creator, and you gotta be clean. Some people cuss, some people do that, and you can get by with it, but it's kind of a gamble now with the algorithm. You're gonna have to play around with it, take a gamble, take a shot in the dark, see if you're gonna get caught, and if you do, oh well, that sucks, and if you don't, then well, you live to troll another day, So that's kind of how I feel about it, or how I feel that they're doing this. Let's see. Damn, I hit his face. Let's see. Well, while I'm drawing, if you guys have any topics that you guys want to talk about, or you want me to just talk about, throw it in the chat, let me know. And like I said before, I want for those of you who have been here before, I didn't say this yet, but I say it every episode. If this is your first time being here, thank you for being here. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. Definitely, I want to let you guys know that we try to have an open conversation here. But there are certain things that we don't really talk about. We don't go around yelling any slanderous things about people, using any racial slurs or tones or anything like that. We try to keep it as clean as possible. Don't want to get messed up by the overlords of YouTube. I'm trying to make something here, so please don't screw that up. Also, another thing, I don't draw like everybody else. So if it's something that you are looking for specifically, like me drawing something that somebody else has done or any other people's work, I do unique work, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to watch someone drawing like Naruto, or someone drawing Chun-Li or something in that order, I may not be the guy for you. But if you want to take a look at some unique stuff, then I might be that person for you. So yeah, I just want to say that, so that way people have an expectation. I know some of the I'll call you guys the seasoned people who have been in here. I'll call you guys old heads. That's an old term. Some of you may or may not know what that means, but it's nothing bad. It just means that you've been here for a long time and you've got a little knowledge of how things work in here. But, you know, to those guys and gals that are in here, you know, you guys know what you like and what you don't like, and usually I just hit on the mark with that. So, you know, if you guys don't like certain things, you know, just mention it and just talk and, you know, just try to have a good time. That's all I'm trying to get at, is just have a good time and, you know, don't get so caught up in all the unnecessary stuff. Oh my Lord. Almost. Man. You know, sometimes you just want to pop your back and it just won't go. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that came out really well. So back to what I was saying about the topics. We can talk about anything. I just stay away from politics and religion because I don't want to get involved with that type of shit. Okay? I'm not a person that really wants to talk about that. I don't really want to get involved with it. I don't want that on my channel. So, but if you want to talk about anything else besides those two things, fine, cool, we can. You know, just try not to do anything that'll get the whole channel shut down. But yeah, just keep politics and religion out of the chat, and I don't want to talk about that. And you know, that's fine, because those are hot spots and hot tickets and everything gets hit. Is he a samurai? Yes, he's a samurai. So the deal is, from what Zetarius was telling me, with this character, is that he, for whatever reason, got dishonored, commit seppuku, and cut himself open, but he didn't die. And his penance for it, man, I got dry skin on my face. I'm not digging in my nose, so chill out. His penance for it is to kill demons. So, you know, this is him basically, and you know, he's in his little area, and there's going to be one of those demon things hacked in half laying on the ground here that I'm about to draw. I just wanted the background to be finished before I started hitting that off. So oh yeah, so you guys will know, we're gonna put an end to the raffle. Well, not the raffle, but the survey that I put up there. What you guys want to see? Will you put no armor? No, not putting any armor on him. He doesn't need any armor. He can't die anyway, so I mean, you know, there's really no point in putting armor on him. He's just basically going to be gi top, hakama, tabi boots, sandals, an obi, and, you know, katana sheath. Sorry. Well, I do another samurai. I mean, I have samurai armor that I can actually have brushes for samurai armor. Later point, might do that. That's some good water. All right. Well, number one, the faces that you put up there for tags, the Hanya is the first one that you put up. The second one is the last one that you put up is a Tengu before is. So the Hanya is a female, basically it's an unhappy female spirit. Usually it's a female that may have died because of an unhappy love relationship. Usually they're demons of sorrow and sadness. A lot of times samurais wear their masks to strike fear into their enemies because of the fact that the Hanya is supposed to be like fearless. It's supposed to also strike fear because of the fact that it kills with no mercy. The Tengu, on the other hand, those are wood demons. Those are in the higher mountains in the woods. They usually portray themselves as being a bird or a man with the mask with the long nose. But yeah, those are usually what they look like. Oni is what I'm going to draw. So to see what kind of demon I'm talking about, I want to draw Oni demon, and that's what's going to be on the ground. Oni are basically your basic, imp-looking demon kind of type. They have the head, with elongated teeth and jaw. They look a little, almost humanoid in shape, but they have like the little bent up ear. You'll see like this guy here. He's an Oni. He's gonna have the defining mouth right there, and then they have like the box shaped nose, almost like a troll kind of, but not really. It's a little bit different. We're going to rotate the page so I can get this right. Alright, so we got that. Okay, here we go. This is what a typical Oni looks like. He has, the horns. The little imp demons. They're not usually that big. Kind of small. Sometimes they have hair, sometimes they don't. But this one didn't really make it all that well. He had a bad time. Yes. Alright. Okay, so we got that. And now we will put his little legs out here. Alright, there we go. There it is. It's subtle. It's not bad. The gore, anyways. Looks like we lost a person. Well, whoever we lost, thank you for being here for the time that you were here. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. All right. Okay, there. Alright. I hope you guys don't mind if I just put you in intermission for just a second. I want to go grab me a bottle of water, if you guys don't mind. Because I didn't grab any water. I grabbed some dumb other stuff. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. I'll make his blood green, you know, so that makes sense. It'll be like a greenish yellow, since he's like a demon character, quote unquote. So let's see here. We're gonna put ourselves in intermission real quick, and there we go. All right, cool. Well, I am gonna go grab some water real quick, guys. I will be right back. And we are back. Hope I wasn't gone too long. Hydration. Did the stream freeze? I hope not. Yes, I chug water. Okay, so sue me. Well, don't sue me. You ain't gonna get nothing. You ain't gonna get nothing. Anyways, let's pump it up. Let's get it up. Alright. Where I get my daggum glove at? Okay, so we got the demon. He's dead. And now we're gonna jack him up and put him some blood. He's a naughty little guy. See? You see what I did there? He's supposed to be naked. But you can't tell. You can't tell. Where? Nowhere. You can't tell at all. Period. We got that yellowish puke looking green. That pea soup green. Well. So we're going to give him a little bit of blood here. I'm going to give him a little bit of blood. You know. I'm going to give him those little splots. Splatter. Actually, let's do something first here before we do that. Let's do all the other texture and detail and all that mess first. Let's get all that done. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to go on ahead and use a skin tone for all of this because we got different tones of brown. That's why I wanted this. Not just for the simple fact of skin tone, because skin tone is also important, don't get me wrong, but also I needed different shades of brown because you can't get that real wood brown any other way. Boom, look at that, look at that. Boom, 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 fresh. It's fresh. See, even the guy said in the song, I like that. Did you hear that? Do you like it? Yeah. See, he said it again. I like that. How can you complain with that? Even the song says it likes it. Get out of my face. What are you doing? Alright. You like that. You got that there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and then we're going to go a little bit darker for the outside. Just a little bit. Cool. Now I want to zoom in, and we're just gonna fill that in just a little bit. I mean, it doesn't. It's not a necessity, but I like to just keep everything uniform and clean. May make it a little bit larger, so all I got to do is just edge up. See, he said it again. He likes that. I'm gonna fix this. I'll come back in later and touch that up. You can't really see it from back here, but still a problem. Still there, still can notice it. You know, still noticeable. There we go, there we go. A little bit there, a little bit there. Alright. And then we got the matte. This is a kind of a hard color to find if it doesn't bleed over the... Yeah, there we go. So to get the matte color, you know, in most dojos or anything like that is kind of a little difficult sometimes to get the actual proper color. You know, so I'm glad that we were able to find that. Alright, now I need to get a pen. So you guys have anything you want to talk about? You can throw whatever you want to talk about in the chat. You don't have to be scared. Don't be scared. Oh, looks like we lost 2 people. Unfortunate. Well, hopefully they'll come back. Maybe they have something to do. Who knows? Love the blood. Thanks. Yeah, he's a undead samurai. And he has to kill demons for his penance. So this guy here, you'll see. There we go. Really? That's how this didn't work? Because of one little shitty line? Okay, well that's fine. There we go. Make him have goldish eyes because he's there we go. Where's that pukey pea soup green that I had? That sucks. No. There it is. This will be decent enough. You know, it's really weird how people can handle gore if it's not the same color as blood. You can make gore but make it a different color and people will love it all day long. They're just like, oh man, watch, I'm about to make something horrible here. There's going to be green blood all over the damn place. And it's not, you're going to be like, oh man, that's wicked and cool and da 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 da. Well, it's the same savagery as before, you know. There we go. Little splotch, little splotch, you know. Oh yeah. Wait a minute, Mel. You're supposed to be wearing those shoes on the inside. Yeah, well, you know what? A lot of things ain't supposed to be happening, but we're already here, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, they're not supposed to be wearing those shoes on the inside of the dojo. That is true. That is against the code of Bushido. Well, I wouldn't say the code of Bushido, but that would be against the code of, that's too sloppy. I'm not happy with that. We got to fix that. It went wrong somewhere. I think the first thing we need to do is put the mist down and the discoloration down. Get that there, and just going ahead and have that just set up and ready. You know, spewed all over the body. Opaqueness, you know, that around there, you know, just all of that, the simple saturation, the blood, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just subtle. You don't need to overdo it with certain things. Like, a lot of people think gore needs to have a lot. You don't. It's not the fact that you need to have a lot. You just have to have it in the right places. You know, gore is all about the perception of something that is horrific that you can't necessarily look away from. You want to be stuck in that moment, or at least that's usually what happens with things that are drawn in that way. See, now he's got lacerations on him. Let's see, that's okay, because where these lacerations are at, you know, it's fine. Because then I can come back with some more green blood. And then we'll go right from that and turn right around and give it some red. Hey Angela, thank you. Please thumbs up. Yeah, I forgot about that. Hey, the hype woman is in. Thank you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, all that fun stuff. You all know what's going on. Thank you. Boots and pants. There. Okay, now, boom, we got that. Now what are we going to do about up here? Don't have to do much. Just gray it out. When in doubt, gray it out. There we go. Now we're going to throw some texture on here, guys. Texture time. Hope you guys are ready. Texture, texture, texture. That ain't what I wanted. Alright, let's go over here. So we're going to throw some stuff down. I'm going to get past all of this. I think this texture might work for the floor. If it'll let us highlight it and not crash. Sometimes you just gotta have a dance party, you know? Okay, well that's dumb. No. You want to go back. Don't want to lose that. Ah. Ew, look at that. Yeah. And then I'm going to come through here with some more green and make that make more sense. Yeah, I like how that came out. That came out very well. Alright, we're gonna drop this piece here. Bam! That ain't it. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. That's it. So let me ask you guys this. I had turkey burgers earlier. You guys like turkey burgers? You like turkey meat? You like meat? You like turkey? I thought it was okay. I didn't have a problem with it. It wasn't bad. Sometimes I like to make them. Got the boots and pants, boots and pants. Boots and pants, boots and pants, boots and pants. Yeah, I mean, if you do eat them, you gotta season them right. I have had people make turkey burgers before and ask me, hey man, do you want one? I'm like, yeah, sure. They put no seasoning on them. Now, I ain't gonna say who, and I ain't gonna say when, where, or what, but I know who you are. And I know you don't season your turkey burgers, and I know you, person. But I won't out you. I don't even think they come to the stream, which is fine if they don't. You know, not everybody's able to make it to the stream. I understand that. But I have to say, you guys are really awesome for the ones that show up, and even the new people that are just coming by and breezing by and seeing that, because I saw that in the algorithm. Turkey meat is cool. Cool turkey. Chili, meatloaf. Yeah, it's leaner. Yeah, see, Angela, yeah, it's leaner for you. It's not as bad. You know, it's actually good for you. You know, now I know some of you might be like, you eat meat. I do eat meat. Don't get me wrong. I do eat meat. It's just sometimes it's good to eat turkey. And now it dries out. You know, it'll dry out real quick. So, you know, whatever the fuck you think you're going to do, you better do it quick. Because if you don't, then you might be setting yourself up for some failure. You know what I mean? So, I just, you know, you do whatever you want to with that information. Bam, look at this. He's looking all-star over here. You know, not no JoJo all-star, but, you know, he's still looking, hey, he's up to par, you know. You never give up eating meat? Okay, well, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, some people don't. Some people don't want to give it up. I mean, you know, to each its own. I mean, anything you do in moderation is good. I mean, if you just eat meat all the time, I mean, yeah, you're going to be in a bad shape. And the same thing is if you eat vegetables all the time, you're going to be in a bad shape. You have to kind of have a balance. You have to have a balance in nutrition. That's the main thing. Just have a balance. Everything has to have balance. You have to have the yin and the yang. So that way you can actually live a good life. But that's cool though. Less fat, yeah, less fat's a definitely you want to have that. Once you hit your 30s, that's when the shit hits the fan. Let me tell you guys, okay? Yep, moderation in all things. That's right. Moderation in all things. You know, you can have, but don't overconsume. You know, that's where people get. But you know that's a discipline. That is a discipline. That's what we'll talk about. Yeah, let's talk about discipline. Discipline is not that hard. Oh God, here he goes. Mel's gonna go on one of his tangents. Not really. I feel like we need conversation. You know, people are too afraid to talk. And I figured, you know, why can't we talk? Why can't we, you know, just switch to human meat? No, Volse, we're not doing that. We're not switching to human meat. I knew you were gonna pull some shit like that. No, we're not pulling no human meat. Plus, if you eat too much human meat, there were studies done about people who were like cannibals, and you see it in a movie, and they slightly depict it in that movie, The Book of Eli. But truth be told, if you consume too much human flesh, there's enzymes in there that will make you actually, it'll ruin your body. Like your mind and body cannot handle that. It can't process that. We're not designed to eat ourselves. Per se, you know, like you're not supposed to eat human flesh. That's just, it doesn't work out that way. Most people who do end up doing that end up in a bad shape. They, you know, you see them. You get the shakes. You get headaches. You get sick. You know, violently nauseous. Just need enough of it to mutate. Well, I mean, hold on a second. What is this thing doing? Well, I mean, mutant age is here. I mean, I guess mutant age is here, I suppose, but you know, I mean, that now I ain't gonna say that that's not ever gonna happen, that people will never run into that. I mean, we may run into that one day where that might be the only sustainable option, but if that becomes the only sustainable option, I think I'm not gonna fully run into that, or jump on that bandwagon. I don't want to do it. I don't want to eat no man. I don't want to eat no human being. You know. And plus, I don't think human would taste good. I don't really think people would taste that good. It'd be like dry old rough ass meat. You know. You can look at some people and just tell if you try to eat them that you would have a horrible time. There's some people you can just look at and just, you know, convert flesh and mayo and profit. Oh, Volse. You know what this is. You know what this is. Oh boy. You're a mess. That's Volse, everybody. He's also on the board here as one of the boys. Go check out his station on here on YouTube. I got a link down there for other channels, him and Sloth. He puts up videos of him video game playing and doing commentary while he's gaming. Funny stuff. He's really damn good at editing. He'll be modest, like, I ain't that good. Womp, womp, womp. He's really good at editing. He's got me beat on editing. I can tell you that. I can do pretty decent with editing, but there's stuff that he can do that I'm still learning. Everybody's got their gift. Everybody's got their craft. Mine's just grabbing shit from the ether and drawing it in real time. Can't do everything, but you know. Speaking of which, so I'm gonna ask you guys, since you're in my community, what do you think of the station so far, the channel? You like how everything is going? You like how it looks? You like what's going on? I'll know to pass up the restaurant with human flesh on it. Yeah, if it says something about like exotic meat or X amount of percentage of mystery meat, that's probably human. You might want to watch out for that. I've also been very concerned about potted meat. I mean, I had potted meat as a kid. Mostly everybody here at some point. Listen, man, if you're a 90s kid, you ate weird shit all the time, okay? That is just it. Alright, we ate weird stuff. We are the listen, man, if anything ever goes on in the world, we are the prototypes that they base all their data off of. We are the genetic subjects of their bases of things. You know, because we were drinking water out of faucets, sharing shit with each other, all that kind of stuff growing up. So if they're going to do anything, or if anything's ever going to be done to us, I mean, we're the perfect test subjects. I mean, hell, we have the immune system of shit. We could probably eat dirt off of Mars and be fine. Yeah, fried bologna, for instance. I mean, what the hell is bologna? What's a hot dog? You know, like, when you listen, man, how it's made is a great show. But my God, when you look at how it's made and they show you how you make, oh man, how they make hot dogs, and then you see that shit, and then someone says, hey man, we're going to have hot dogs at the cookout. Ugh, shit. Alright, I guess. But you're going to eat it. It doesn't matter if you saw it on TV or not. You're going to eat it. Damn it, I'm an American. I'm going to eat processed meat. What is it processed with? Sawdust and horse glue and wood byproducts and MSG, baby. MSG. Anything tastes good with MSG. I think that's the reason why they stopped using it so much, because I mean, hell, they could basically take a rotted log and spray it with enough MSG to make it taste like. You guys can actually might need to find, because I got all these damn pallets. Oh man, I got all these pallets. Let's see. But yeah, fried bologna wasn't too bad. I mean, I don't mind it. It's just the only thing about heavily processed foods, I'll say this, and then you guys can chime in if you want to, but you know what I'm talking about when I say it. There is a certain threshold of eating something that's processed where your tongue will just give you that yuck taste. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll get that real, like, what is this? You know, and when it turns on you like that, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really do much with that. You know, it's rough. Like, what do you do with that? Like, that happened to me with potted meat. When I was a kid, my grandfather used to have potted meat. My grandmother used to have it. They you know, that was like, oh man, potted meat. Yay, I get to, you know, I'm at my grandmother and grandfather's house and I get to have potted meat. And then I got older, and one day I was just like, oh man, I haven't had this in a while, and I ate it, and it felt like I ate like a bunch of blended kneecaps, and I was like, yo, what in the fuck is this? You know, it felt like someone took a bunch of horse hooves and put it in a blender, and yeah, man, I was not happy. And after that, man, I was like, food can turn on you. That's a real thing. And you guys might be like, Mel being insane again. Look at Mel. That's why we like Mel. He's being crazy. But live long enough, you'll eat something one day and it'll turn on you and you'll be like, oh my goodness, Mel was right. How's that happen? I don't know, man. I wish I did. I wish I knew. Okay, so there. So he gets like a little bit of Processed products have a lot of sodium and salt. Sodium and salt, yeah, that's one part of it. The other part of it ain't no real damn food. that's the other part. That mess ain't real. Make sandwiches out of Spam, or out of Spam of bread, and then potted meat in the middle. It's lit. I had to take a deep breath. I almost cut this whole stream off right there. I want everybody to understand that man right there, Volse, he likes to mess with me about certain types of food. This ass almost made me I almost hit end stream. Because I'm using two monitors to do this. And I almost moved my hand over to where it said end stream, and I almost clicked that. I almost clicked it. You almost got me, man. You almost got me. Clever. Okay, I'll give you that. That was slick trolling. That was some slick trolling, my friend. Boy, I'll get you later. Don't worry. I'll get you later. I'll get you later, bud. Okay, so we're gonna give a little greater than hashtag. I like that, greater than hashtag. Oh, that was good stuff. That was good. That was real good. Yeah. Yo, man, hold on. Something ain't right with this. Something ain't right. Hold on. What time is it? Oh, man, it's almost 8:30. I might need to move on to the next picture. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to lollygag around. I was just having too much fun talking to you guys. I've had many people throw it to me like, oh man, have you thought about ever doing a podcast? Or I've had many people tell, oh whoa. As much as I want to keep that, as much as I wanted to keep that, dadgummit. Alright, that would have just bled everything out. But I'm changing this song. Let's mix it up. Let's just shuffle it up and see what happens. Yeah, that's dope. I like that. Oh, man. Ew. Hey, it looks like we got about 8 people in this spot today. This is cool. Hey, tell your friends, throw the link, let people know what we're doing in here. Pitch it out, let people know. Come on, guys. I know all you guys got friends, neighbors, relatives, aunts, uncles, somebody that might like art, Throw it out there. If they don't like it, then that's okay. Can't make everybody happy, right? Can't make everybody happy. But we can try. We can try. So, I was thinking, what will our names be for the stream? What are we going to call ourselves? What are we going to call my fans? Because you guys are fans now. Like, I had to think about that. Like, literally, I had to think about that the other day. And I was like, oh, man, what's going on with this? Like, I got into a little bit of a funk, and I was like, what am I doing here? And then I realized, man, I actually got fans. There are people who actually like watching my material. They like watching my stuff. And I didn't realize that I have a consistent basis of people watching. Like, I looked the other day, just for me gaming and drawing the other day, I had like 30, 50 people watching the stream. Not at one time. One day I will. One day we'll have probably about a couple of hundred people in here, and boy, it's going to get wild. So that's why you guys, the OGs in here, Volse, Sean, Angela, Demetra, the rest of you guys. Yeah, I'm calling you guys out. You guys are terrorists. You guys are pretty much unofficially the official monitors in here. You guys have been in here from day one since we started this. So, you know, you guys gotta... I'll let you guys kind of keep an eye out on what's going on. People getting too rowdy, getting too crazy in here, you know. It's cool if you guys say something. I don't know how to get people to be monitors or actually set that up, but I approve the message because yes, the way is yes. Yes, we are, this group is called the Way of the Yes. That is what we will be called. You all will be called the followers of the yes, because this music sounds like I'm trying to rob a bank truck or some kind of mess. Yeah, whatever. We'll do that. Yeah, that's better. Switch it up. All right. It'll be fun. That'll work. That's a good name. Because I want us to be able to have like a tag name. Let's see, Mel, you have a good podcast voice. Check out the Let's Argue podcast. Your family. Let's Argue. Damn, that's a... Is that just... You should have just said normal Smith conversation at that point if you're going to say let's argue. You know what I'm saying. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You ain't got to say let's argue. You can just say normal Smith conversation, right? But thank you, though. I appreciate that. I've been told that so many times. I have a good voice for like radio and stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like I just got that gift of entertaining. It's just fun. It's just fun. I just enjoy it. I enjoy talking. Some people would say like, "Oh, you just like running your damn mouth." Not really. I don't like really running my mouth, but I like to talk. I like to just I like to have fun and enjoy life, enjoy myself, enjoy talking to people conversating back. And that's the hard part about the group, just having it just typing and stuff. I know some people would like to talk. Maybe one day we might get a Discord set up and do something with that. That's tacky. I don't like that. I don't like what happened with all of that. That was not what I wanted. But that's okay. Never fear. I have a wooden panel somewhere here. Somewhere. Maybe it's over here. I got so much stuff. That's a walkway. Okay, we're gonna try something. Just for giggles and tee-hee-ha-ha's. Is that what you do? Oh boy, you suck. Okay, well that was very dumb. Oh. Is this why it didn't work? I don't even understand this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is showing very no behavior right now. This is showing a lot of no, and I'm not happy with it showing a lot of no. It is. It's showing a lot of no behavior, so we're gonna have to fix that. I had a wooden brush, but I lost it. Where did it go? Oh, whatever. So, let me see if I can find it. It's like bark. Tree bark. Tree texture. Okay, well at least I found the tree texture whenever I draw a tree now, so that's good. Blocked birch. Well, that turned into a complete mess. Alright, guys, so, anybody got a topic you want to talk about while we're just drawing? Try to keep my energy up. I took some vitamins. I'm trying not to be on coffee so much. It's screwing up my sleep. That's why I'm like, ugh, right now. It's not the fact that I'm sleepy. It's not the fact that I'm tired. Is that I'm having a issue with weaning myself off of coffee. And I know some of you might be like, man, I love coffee. And it's like, I love coffee too. But I also like to sleep. And I don't like to be laying there in the bed trying to sleep and be all, You know, if any of you seen like Total Recall when Cohagen went out into the Mars atmosphere, he's like, and his eyes bulging out of his head. That's how I feel like when I'm trying to sleep. My eyes bulge out of my head and I'm all like, and having a terrible time. You know, and then I wake up and I feel like the dude from RoboCop when he came out of the toxic waste out of RoboCop 1, where he's all like, ugh. That's me when I wake up. And I'm like that for like the first 4 or 5 hours that I'm awake. So I'm kind of tired of that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I'm looking for the wood panel. This is bothering me. I know it's here. I know it's somewhere. And I know it's in plain sight and it's right in front of me. And I know I probably misplaced it because I put it with something else. And I always categorize stuff by what I'm using it for projects. And I need to stop doing that. That's what I'm screwing myself up with. But since I can't find it, I'll do the other thing. I'll just go in here with this rough shade. She looks like she looks like... Oh, that's a dude. Yeah, so this is a guy. That's a guy. He's a samurai. He dishonored himself and he basically tried to commit seppuku, which is like honorable suicide that the samurais do, and he didn't die. He basically got a second chance at life. He can't die because his penance is that he has to kill Oni, which are little demons. And no, you're fine. You just didn't get that part, but that's okay. That is why I'm here to explain. But yeah, you got the little Oni, and then he runs around and he kills them, and basically if he kills enough of them, they may let him regain his honor, and then he can cross over and all that kind of fun stuff. You know, typical Japanese anime kind of shit. You know how that goes. And calm yourselves down, because I have an extensive anime collection. So whatever you're going to say about, oh Mel, you're over there hating on anime, I've been watching anime for so long. There are certain movies and certain series that I can almost verbatim tell you exactly what part that you're at. Like, for example, I can tell you about Ghost in the Shell, Akira, Vampire Hunter D, the first one, not Bloodlust, and the Heirs of Harmonious, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Pat LaBarre, I can tell you what part of the movie you're at by just the sound of what's going on in the background. You ain't even got to play the whole damn film. I could just hear a clip of it and I can be like, oh, that's so-and-so part at whatchamacallit. Is that bad? Old Sean Boy knows. I mean, he used to run with me up to the video store, and we used to snatch them on the weekends. We used to go up to like Hollywood Video and stuff and snatch a whole bunch of videos and rent them and then watch them. And watch them all within, 2 days? 3 days? Yeah. Yep. Snatch us a couple of maybe grab a bottle of old Mr. Jack Daniels, and then hang out at the house and just have ourselves a good time, man. Those are good times, bud. Those are really good times. So much anime, man. And I mean, we were throwing anime back and forth at that time because you didn't have the internet easy access like we do now. I mean, you had to wait there and wait for that dumbass dial-up, be sitting there for like 2 hours to load up a page. Sean, you probably remember this. The first time Resident Evil 2 had Game Shark codes and we got our hands on one, and we sat there for 4 hours and then you had a phone call come through, and we lost half the codes because it didn't load up the page because we were using AOL, man. That's age. That's old. That was old school, man. Old school. So, good stuff though. Like, we are the generation that got to enjoy that. So, as much technology is going on right now, our generation got to experience it, be a part of it. We got to test run it. So, let the younger generation think that they know what they're doing with it and stuff. They don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. I would love to see someone of the younger generation try to use a Nintendo cartridge or something like that, or figure out how to all that stuff. How to program, man. It was just the sign, just the age of the technology, but it was fun. It was fun, and it wasn't so overly saturated. But we still had an attention span. I had a very strong attention span back then, actually. Everybody did. I mean, hell, MySpace taught us how to code. Did you know that, guys? MySpace. Your little funky little shits that were bopping around on the screen and all that fun jazz. Yeah, MySpace was the reason a lot of people got into coding. You had to code your page. Oh man, look what I did. I spent all the afternoon getting this avatar and this music to kick on. And, wish I wanted, but it's amazing how you make it. Small magic will come together. Yeah, well, thank you, Angela. It's the ability to use and manipulate like light and shadow, and and also another thing too with especially with doing digital art is that layering. You can do a lot with layering that you can't do with other things. I mean, you can do it with pencil and pen, but I mean, you got to be very precise. Digital work is a little bit more forgiving. Like, you can screw up really bad and just be like, nah, I don't like this, and then just back on out of the project. But pencil and pen, man, if you, like myself, the reason why I like to do digital work more than pen and pencil is I'm heavy-handed. This is why I never became a tattoo artist. Because I've had people that wanted me. I've actually made quite a bit of money doing custom tattoo designs, like actually designing it, and go with the person to the tattoo shop, and then the tattoo artist is like, I can't do this. I can't draw that. And I was like, why? There's too many layers of shading on it, or there's too much texture, and I can't figure that out, or how do you do that, or what is this? And it's kind of weird. Or like on my shoulder, I have a glyph, which is a symbol for power that's actually Elven, more of the Drow language. It's on this arm, and it's supposed to be power and wisdom. And the guy thought I was putting some kind of demonic marking on me and got scared and messed my tattoo up. Now I gotta go get it redone because the bum couldn't figure it out. He got nervous. And this is where it got really bad, and I'm going to just go on ahead and say this. The dude, when he did it, it's like, well, Mel, why didn't you just leave? I didn't know he was going to mess it up until he got done. He didn't tell me that he didn't understand what it was supposed to be. He just said, oh, well, I mean, here it is. I tried. And I'm like, damn. Now I got to pay you because now it's on my body. It was just a hack job, but that's okay. That's okay. Someone will be able to do a good job on it one of these days. And I'm not even going to sweat that. Okay. I like it how it is. I like this. I'm going to put a little blood on the blade. If it doesn't crash. Hope not. Actually, you know what? Let's go on ahead and do this. Saved. Cool. We saved it. Boom. And see, there it goes. Now it's going to act funky. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So everything's there. Little head's been chopped off. Let's go back here. Let's get a little bit of blood. And it's green. And that ain't it, because this is it. And I clicked on the wrong thing, but that's okay. We got this. Now we got the blood here. Then we're going to zoom in, and then we're going to shrink this down to make it look more authentic with it. That's too far down. He wouldn't have cut that person that far down. A little bit higher, definitely. I think I need to darken the blade, guys. I think I need to darken the blade. I don't think that this is going to let me do what I want to do without adding a little bit of TLC to it. Look at that. That was beautiful. Look at that line work. Look at that line work. Steady. Steady. Yes. Steady. My grandbabies have conversations with me about Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft, and I'm truly lost. Okay, well, I mean, I play Minecraft myself. I enjoy it. Okay, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna front with you guys. I enjoy building. I don't care. Survival's okay. I'm gonna tell on myself a little bit here. Survival's okay. It ain't terrible. All right. And I know. Angela's gonna be like, "Oh my goodness, he's losing me again." I might, just for a second. Okay. So Minecraft is fun. I understand. You know, it's different, but it's like Legos for adults. That's the only way I can put it. And just like the other thing, I also promote, buy toys. Like I always say, if you're an adult, buy toys. Just go on ahead and buy them. I buy Nerf guns because I like to shoot things around the house, and I have adult money, and I can buy Nerf guns, and I don't have to be told, hey, I can't get this right now, or, you know, XYZ. It doesn't even matter. It's just like, oh, well, I want a Nerf gun, so I want to go give me a Nerf gun. And by George, it's fun. It is so much fun. You know, I always recommend people just have fun. They do too. That's cool. You know. There we go. Alright, you know what time it is. Shading. It's that time. Shading. Yes. 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 Shading. There we go. Oh boy, look at that. Yeah, that's nice. Gives it that nice little pop. Meat scraps. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. Let me drop that down. Shit, Pac-Man's hard. What are you talking about, Stone Age of Pac-Man? Pac-Man's still hard. Pac-Man's hard. I can tell you right now, there are Nintendo games I used to be able to beat multiple times. Because, you know, back in the day, we had to rent a game and take it back. You know, some of you guys don't even know about that, which is fine if you don't. But, you know, you go to a video store, you rent a game, boom, you got to take that sucker back. You had that X amount of time to beat it, period. Because you have one of two things going on. You either had A, someone who was going to either take it, or B, someone who was going to actually rent it and bring it back to rent it again. And we're going to fix the stomach. Pac-Man is really hard. Yeah. Yeah, Pac-Man is really hard. So we're going to clean up the stomach. We're going to see. Yeah, that's the same skin tone. So, Pac-Man's hard. Dig Dug was hard. Shit. I'll tell you one game I always had trouble with. Still, even to this day, I still have trouble with. What was it? Oh, jeez. It was an arcade game. Hold on. Gradius is hard, too. I think any game that you had to pay money to, and then you had to change, like you had change that you had to use, number one. And then after that, I'm going to make this more gruesome. If anybody's asking, like, well, why are you doing that? I looked at it the other day, and I was going to fix it, actually, yesterday. And I was like, no, I got to save this for the show. So I'm going to fix this when I get an opportunity. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is I want to fix this. I'm about to shred that all down. Get rid of this. You know. There we go. Okay, and then that's red. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to... That is not the same red. Nor is that. But that is... Yes. Yes! So, let's talk about some movies. Since, you know, the chat's gotten a little quiet. I know everybody's enjoying the show. Thank you for just watching and paying attention to me draw. You know, I just like to ramble. So, you know. Anybody excited for Dune? Saw the Dune trailer. Or I'm going to watch the Dune trailer. I was going to earlier, and then I realized I have stuff I gotta do before the stream. Uh-oh. Don't want to be late, so I didn't get a chance to. But I am a big fan of Dune. Big fan. My Uncle Peter, he got me introduced to it. He really, I can say my Uncle Peter got me really into sci-fi. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been into science fiction as hard as I went into it. I always knew I liked it, but I didn't understand it. And then we watched Dune once, and then he explained to me what was going on, and I was like, oh man, this is really cool. I like this. And then he was like, yeah, well, they made books about it. And then I found out that the library had audiobooks that you could just get a CD or a tape, and boy, that was fun. Because little did some of you guys know that went to school with me when you know, the conversion between tape deck and CD, sometimes I would listen to audiobooks. Now you know. You know, sometimes I would sit there and listen to an audiobook because I just enjoyed it. And now I'm hooked. I listen to audiobooks all the time. Me and the Duchess both. She's got me beat. She has a set plan of how many books she's going to read in a year, and she's almost hit her goal. She almost hit her goal within a couple of months. There you go. Yeah, so, you know, I like science fiction. That's going to be a good movie. Indiana Jones is having his last film. Indiana Jones' last film is coming up. I'm really happy about that too. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff coming this spring. Well, we're already in spring. This spring going into summer, we got a lot of interesting stuff happening. So that's that's going to be really cool stuff. So I hope you guys are ready to go out and see some movies, go out there and spend some money, you know, to see some stuff. And even if you don't and you just wait for it to come out, then, you know, that's cool too. But yeah, we're gonna have a great season this year. It looks like they're gonna really come out with some really interesting stuff. Hey man, that looks like lips on his stomach. Well, I mean, if you slit your gut open, yeah, it probably would look like lips too. You know, so I mean, you gotta Hey, yeah. Oh man, this reminds me of back when I was clubbing. Just be dancing all night, man. I missed that. What happened to clubs? What happened to clubs? I'll tell you guys this, Nashville don't have any damn clubs anymore. All they can have is honky-tonk bars, and it sucks. And if you want to go to a club, you know, you gotta go to the bar. And I'm not gonna get into that because I don't wanna upset anybody. You know, it's a specialty bar, we'll put it that way. You know, but they don't have clubs like they used to. And there ain't nothing wrong if you like to go to the specialty bars. I mean, you know, specialty bars are not bad, I guess. I mean, everybody's got to have a place to go and hang out and throw your hair down and have a good time. Ugh, that looks nasty. But, you know, everybody's got to have a place. And it sucks, but, you know, they just don't have places like they used to. And everybody's like, oh man, well that's because of this and that. And it's like, I seriously don't believe that. You know, I just think that it was not looked at as something that's viable, that people were not really paying much attention to that when they did the whole upgrade of Nashville, that they didn't look at the nightlife, that people want more than just going to some little trendy little place and someone spinning records in the back room. Like, what happened to the clubs? You know, what happened to the spots? You know, standing out there waiting to get in and stuff like that. You know, dressed to impress, looking your best. Everybody out there ready to do it, ready to be out there and party, ready to club. Man, let me tell you what, 2000 and probably about 2004 to about 2015 was it. That was it. And then all of a sudden, boom, it just disappeared. Now, I mean, they still got some stuff, you know. I ain't gonna lie, I'm real big into the cybergoth scene, and the industrial music is what I like. And I love to go to the industrial clubs, but they just don't have it anymore in Nashville. Oh, goth scene in Nashville was always trash. Not saying that it's trash, like it was bad, but they could never stay maintained in a place, you know. And I've been a part of that community for a long time. Granted, sometimes it just seemed like I was an outcast, but it didn't matter. I was there for the music and I was there for the energy, and I enjoyed it, you know. And some of you that are watching right now may have actually went to the club and been to the club with me. I think this is as good as that's going to get. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Take a look at that. Take a good long look at that. We'll zoom in a little bit so you can get a good picture of it. Let me tell you let me see what you guys think about that. What do you think? Everybody think that's good? Time to sign? Oh, man. Woo! Pop, crack, Snapple, pop, crack. There we go. What you think? Zotarius, what you think? This was your brainchild? Yes? You ready for it to be signed? I'll go on and sign it. I know you're warframing. A lot of the guys that are watching right now, they're playing Warframe. You guys have seen me play Warframe off and on the game stream. That game is something else. I'm stuck in a point right now. I have a 6-hour quest that I have to do. It's derby time here. Horses, tracks, events, galas, barbecue. What's going on there? Ain't nothing happening here. Heard about the horse situation up there. 4 prize horses dead, you know, before the derby. 4 horses. That made news. I saw that on an article yesterday, Angela. 4 horses before the Derby. That ain't no coincidence. I ain't going to say I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I ain't no dummy either, you know? Because I know that there's big money at the Derby. Big money. Like, you know? Like, big money. Old money comes there to just throw money around. Like, everybody, you know you're going somewhere. The Kentucky Derby, if any of you guys, thank you, Angela. Any of you guys have ever looked at the Derby, it is awesome. You should go. The Derby is great. It's a adventure. Nevertheless, that's the only way I can put it. It is an adventure. One of these days, I want to get a chance to go. Every time that it pops up, I'm always either in the last couple of years I was either sick or wasn't able to go, or I just didn't know when it was coming. But now I do. I think here in Tennessee, I think that they are having something. I don't even know what they're having. I think they're doing something. They're always doing something in Nashville. Always doing something in Nashville. There we go. Bridge over calm water. There he is. I like it. Like it. Nice little subtle. Okay. There we go. So we're going to save it one more time. Boom. Cool, guys. Worked out. Now, since it's May the 4th, we're going to do the next picture. Jedis. I'm going to do a Jedi and a Sith. Okay? But it's going to be different than most Jedi and Sith pictures. It ain't, you know, some people are like, oh man, do one where they're clashing against each other and stuff. And it's like, do I really want to do that, or do I want to do something a little bit different? Four horses is more than something in the water, right? I told you. Like I said, 4 prize horses. These are like top tier horses too. That's why I'm making a stink about this, guys. This wasn't like something like, oh man, there's old Joe Brown's dumb horse Galloping 7 that has like a gimpy leg and something. These are like almost close to $1 million horses that died before the race. Like, you know, like what? Like, what do you think? That isn't no like, oh, mishandlement. Come on, man. That's big money. Like, these people that go to the Derby, when they bet sometimes on like the big race. Like, they have like smaller races, if I'm not mistaken, Angel. They have smaller races, and then they have like the big main events. And those horses are like trained and bred. They're like expensive horses. And as soon as those horses are out and doing, then, you know, running the race, people are putting $20,000 and up on betting, and it just sucks. I'm trying to see if there's something here because I got all this fighting stuff. Let's see. I want a nice pose. I want a good pose. Nah, can't find a good pose. I wonder where Vlad is. Is that? Yes, big one. I wonder where Vlad is. Is that he has been here? Like, Vlad? Are you talking about Vosto? Is that who you're talking about, or who? Who, Sean? Vlad? I'm trying to remember. Because if it's Vosto that you're talking about, then I know where he's at. I can tell you exactly where he's at. He, if it's Vosto, first off, let me know who you're talking about first before I start rambling off a bunch of shit, because I don't want to just be rambling off the wrong stuff, you know. Some employees' checks didn't clear. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, man. I'll say this first, Angela, and I'll get to you, Sean. There is a cardinal rule in this world that if you screw with a person money, they're going to do something. Period. Like that is a rule of the land. Like you can't just go around screwing with people's money. You know, and that really sucks. Like, as soon as you start screwing with people's money, man, you're going to put yourself in a very bad situation. There we go. Here we go. This is what I wanted. Because I saw this earlier. I want to see, can I revert? Yeah, I can. Boom. That's it. Alright. That's how that's done. Okay. As for you, Sean, yes, Vosto lives in Romania, so like right now with it being 9 o'clock, it's like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning where he's at. So he's not able to be on like he used to be. I know it sucks. I miss him being on here, but you know, he has to have sleep. So, but I know he misses being on here as well. So that's something that I know that really sucks, that he wishes he could be here too, but I think he still pops up from time to time. Okay, so here it is. We got this. We got both of them. There we go. Alright. Okay, guys, let's see. I got an hour, so I ain't going to do anything really spectacular with the background. All I'm going to do is one simple little thing after I get done drawing them. I'm going to make I'm going to leave the background just white, and then I'm going to highlight them, and then I'm going to change it. But they're both going to have lightsabers, and it's going to be one over the other, and then force ability, and then outfits. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them modern. I want to give them like a modern day outfit. So it's not going to be exactly like normal Jedi Sith kind of deal. Like we're going to try to give them like a modern look to them. So it's a little bit different. Hopefully we'll get finished in time. If we don't, well, I mean, it'll give us something to finish up on Tuesday. So definitely by Saturday night, I want to make sure that the poll is done by Saturday. I want to have that done and be able to make the new list of what we're going to be working on for the gaming. I think what I'll do is I will keep playing a little bit of Legend of Zelda, but I'm not going to make that the primary focus. I don't know. I feel like I want to finish up Jet Set Radio Future. That's what I really want to do, and that's what I really want to get into more. Because the brand new one is going to come out. The Hyper Funk predecessor is going to come out, and when that comes out, that's all I'm going to be streaming when that comes out. So I hope you guys understand that when that game comes out, I've been waiting years for that game. I've been waiting years. I can't tell you how long I've been waiting for that game, but the moment that game drops, I'm going to be on it. Like, that's it. Like, you are not going to be able to pry my ass off of that. That's my game that I want to be grinding. So you're more than welcome to join me on my journey while I'm streaming. And every time that you watch the stream, I might be further and further ahead. I can't tell you that I'm going to be playing that game, you know, as the stream goes. I'm just going to be playing it, and you just catch me wherever I'm at. And so you guys are okay with that? Cool. But Hyper Funk Fantasy, whatever the name of it that they're going to do, it's going to be so dope. And it's coming out in August, all platforms. So it comes out on Switch, it comes out on the PlayStation, it comes out on the Xbox, it comes out on PC. Get it if you want something different, cool, something that's funky and fresh, something that's a whole different game altogether that ain't the same old trash that you're used to. Get yourself something a little bit out of the norm. Get you something that you're going to enjoy, because I can tell you this: when I first played Jet Set Radio Future, I thought the game was absolute dog shit, and I didn't think it was going to be great. And then I got hooked, and once I started figuring out what was going on, you know, Sean even knows there was a time where that's all I was playing. That and Morrowind, the Elder Scrolls, and you couldn't get me off of either one of those. That was what I was on, period, all the time. And I loved it. I did. That was my game. That was my jam. And yeah, so I think I might try to hit that back up. So I'll be running around doing different games and stuff. But like I said, I'm a man of my word, and I'll give you guys to see what's going on with the poll. And if that's the case, then we'll figure out if you guys want me to do that game. Then I guess what I'll do is I'll dedicate a. Yep. See, he said yep. You know, he knows. But if the numbers come out and it says that, you know, that's what it's going to be, then what I'll do is I'll stream the game, and I might just pick a day, and I might do the stream earlier if that's the case, or I might go later if that's the case. So if that's the case and it pops up that way, I mean, we might have to change it. Okay, like, I mean, it's nice to communicate with people. It's nice to be able to do that. But for what's going on here, there's two things. Everything that's going to be associated with drawing with Mad Mel and gaming with Mad Mel, I'm just going to keep it associated with the actual YouTube channel. So keep in mind, just keep looking at the, keep an eye out for the channel, and keep an eye out for, you know, like the comments and things in the community, because that's where I'm going to be posting stuff for it. So if you want to know what's going on with the actual show itself, that's where I'm going to put it. I'm working on I have to resize every damn thing that I have drawn, because resolution is too high for certain stuff. So Instagram's being a bum. I try to put some pictures up there. Obviously, you saw the roster of pictures I put up there. If you are connected to my Instagram or seen my Instagram for Drawing with Mad Mel, or Mad Mel Illustrations, I should say, that whole situation's trash, because it cropped the whole damn top part of all my pictures out, and they suck, and I hate that. So now I gotta go redo all the shit all over again, or try to resize everything, because it kept saying stuff was too large. Whatever, you know, it's always something. But I wish that they would just make these things easier for content creators to just streamline what they're doing and make it real simple for us to be able to get in there and just do our stuff without having to have all this extra hee-haw and mess. And not everybody's using a daggum phone to do their social media stuff. Some people still use the damn computer. But that's me just rambling and ranting. So I'll stop. You know, I'll stop having my Mel moment, like some people like to say. You know, it could be the hard cider that I was sipping on, which I'm not going to show you the label because I'm not paying for any endorsements. But Angry Orchard, hardcore, dark cherry apple. It's a little tart. I made the mistake where it said dark cherry, and I said, oh boy, cherry cider. I didn't know what my brain was thinking at that time. I just thought, what in the world does cherry cider taste like? I got it, and all it is like, Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Thank you. Angela's on point with that. I thank her very much for not only is she helping with throwing up the information. I greatly appreciate that. I have a hard time with social media. I really do. I don't mean to be that bad, guys. I really don't. I try very hard to try to post stuff, but to be honest with you, I got so much content I'm trying to create and all these things that the social media aspect of stuff just gets really bad and it gets really hard. And sometimes I don't think I'm really reaching people on Facebook. I think it's more of when I put something on Facebook, I feel like it's just kind of a, okay, well, yeah, that's nice, and then you scroll on to the next thing, and it doesn't. I don't feel like I'm connected with the community there. I don't feel like I'm connected with the people that are there. I feel like it's just, you know, you scroll through, you scroll by, and then that's it. But maybe that's just my misconception of understanding what's going on. But, you know, I just feel like what we're doing right now, this is working out quite well. Boom. And then let's go on ahead and let's round this off right there. There we go. So we got ourselves a saber here. Let's see. Alright, and then we got this thumb, and then we'll come out with this saber. Lightsabers are interesting. What's everybody's favorite Star Wars character, since we're doing Star Wars right now? I will tell you mine. Most of you will already know it. I am a big fan of Darth Maul. I have his books. I have almost all of his memorabilia. I almost got my hands on the cardboard cutout from Great Escape. And the guy was being such a bum. He would not let me buy it. This thing was halfway faded, almost completely gone. I knew how to restore it. I was going to basically repaint the whole damn thing. I just needed that damn cutout. And this idiot, and I called him an idiot because this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. I told him, hey man, I'll give you $250 right now for that faded piece right there in the window. And he was like, no, I ain't selling that. And I said, why not? Well, you know, it's Darth Maul and I don't feel like I need to sell him. And I'm like, okay, whatever, man, fine. And then he was like, yeah, I'm sorry, you know, but that's part of my personal collection. And I said, you're a terrible collector. I told him that to his face. I said, you're a terrible collector because you're going to leave it in the front of your store to fade. I'm talking about Darth Maul's robe and everything turned yellow, okay, from the sun. And I'm like, really, you're going to do that? Okay, whatever. So you like Queen Amidala? Yeah, Queen Amidala wasn't bad. I mean, shit, you see where Leia got her ability to shoot. She got it from her mom. You know, a lot of her like, get out of my way, let me do this, came from her mom. So I mean, it's not like she didn't have that type of influence, you know. Which, I mean, you know, Amidala she didn't have to die either the way that she died. I think that was really stupid. You know, little force choke, she gave up and just died. Like, what is that? You broke my heart, Anakin. Listen, man. Okay, yeah, Anakin, he wanted something more. He wanted something more. I get it. You know, he wanted to be strong. He wanted to be more, but you know, damn, you ain't got a girl gave up. She just gave up. Like, why you want to give up? Why would you give up? I mean, you know, whatever. I think that was just piss poor writing on what I believe, and I think that some of George, like, I know that George Lucas had his wife and him were working on Star Wars for quite some time, and then they got divorced, and he still had to work with her, so that was something. R2D2. Man, R2D2 is A1 day one. That little bot's been around. That bot's been to hell and back. Okay, like R2D2 is the man. Period. Like, there isn't anything else that anybody can say. R2D2 is the droid that you want. That bot has been shot, electrocuted, fried, thrown, almost disassembled. lost his memory, regained his memory, been all over the damn galaxy and back. And you know what's really sad is he's literally been running around a dysfunctional family his whole existence. Him and C-3PO have both been running around a dysfunctional family. You know, you go from the dad being a child building you, and then you go from that to basically helping his children, and then you have to watch him kill these, man, it was just a whole shit show. It was so bad. The Skywalkers are a bad dysfunctional family, man. I'm serious. The Skywalkers, man, if they had a sitcom, the Skywalkers would be something else, man. Because they just, the way that they have so much stuff. Luke kissed his sister, but he didn't know. Okay, whatever, fine. He didn't know. Okay? But you know what was really messed up is that in the Return of the Jedi, when, you know, you find out that, oh man, that's his sister, and then he still has this look on his face like, well, you know, I mean, nobody really said anything. You know, like, hey, Luke, calm down, okay? And that's just Luke Skywalker for you, you know. He had a lot going on, you know, and also, you know, the funny thing is that he was such a good character, and whatever they did with the last couple of films, my opinion, because everybody's got some opinion about that, but my opinion with the last films, like the, you know, the ones with Rey, I don't like her. Oh, why do you not like Rey? Blah, blah, blah. She, you know, whatever. She wasn't her or, you know, Mr. Moore. Him, he didn't have any training. They didn't have any damn training. They're over here flopping around. And I've had this argument with many people who are into Star Wars. And yes, I'm ruffling feathers today on the Jedi Day, but whatever. But they are like, oh, well, you know, he didn't have training, and then, you know, neither Rey or him had, you know, Kylo had training. I'm like, well, Kylo was, you know, instinctively knew the Force and was all that, blah, blah, blah. I'm not getting into that shit. I'm not going to do that today. But, you know, it was one of those things like, man, you know, it just sucks what was going on with that. But yeah, the whole Skywalker family is just a mess. And, you know, you can blame Palpatine for that and Anakin. Because Anakin was running around here trying to be Mr. Something, you know, and that didn't really work out that well. Yeah, look at that coat, boys and girls. Look at that. That's that Jedi special. You see that? It's got that dual layer fold, and it goes right into the back. So this one folds over and comes down. Actually, what we're going to do here is to cut out the middleman with this. We're going to do this. Bam. There it is. And then from here we will do this. There we go. Let's see, what else? I mean, there was a lot of content going on, Mel. I mean, maybe. I might make the Sith a female. Because I think female Siths are probably the most dangerous. And here's why. Because usually most female Siths, when they get into like combat or get into a rage, like the Twilight or the other one that was bald, you know, any of the female Siths that pop up, usually they're like just, I wouldn't say that they couldn't control their powers, but their powers are very strong, and they feed off of that emotion, And no, I'm not saying like, oh, well, women feed up. No, I'm not saying that shit. So calm down. Whoever's trying to misunderstand that. And I say that because there's people out there that just sit there with their damn little greasy ass hands on their keyboard, just waiting for someone to say something that they don't understand or that they think someone said, so they can just be like, oh man, I'm going to troll and hit this person hard. So I'm going to go on and say it because I know a lot of kind of content creators don't. I want to look at you and say this right now. Just cool it with that, okay? Just chill out with that, all right? So just don't do that here, okay? So I just want to get that off my chest. But yes, I might actually draw somebody. I might actually do that. Yeah. Trolls. I don't think I have any trolls in here, but trolls will be coming soon. But you know what? The one thing I can say is trolls. If anybody's trolling or hating, that's because they are enjoying what I'm doing. So haters gonna hate, and I welcome them because, you know, at the end of the day, they don't. I can never do anything that's gonna make them happy enough, and they ain't ever gonna like everything that I do. But you know what? I like what I do, and you guys like what I do because you hear every time I have a show, you guys are pretty much here. So you know, I'm very happy with that. So I'm not messed up with that at all. Look at that. That's almost some Balenciaga looking mess. Look at that, boy. Yes. Yeah, so you know, life's too short to be worried about what other people are thinking and doing, man. You just gotta do, you gotta live, you gotta enjoy life. You know, no point in missing out. Look at that Jedi. Look at this Jedi. You know? Jedi. Oh, look at that. Look at that outfit. Look at that outfit. What's going on here? What is going on here? What? What was that? What? 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 Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so we almost got this. What did you guys think about this Jedi so far? You liking it? You like what's going on with them? No? Maybe? What you guys thinking? What you guys thinking? Let me know in the chat. Tell me what you guys are thinking about this. Nope. Alright, let's boost it. Let's boost this pin up. I want it darker and heavier. I want it darker and heavier. I want this to feel like something different, you know. Look at that. I have to say, I think that this Tuesday-Thursday drawing on the stream has actually worked out better for time. I think the time has actually worked out quite well with that. I was very concerned that maybe the time wouldn't work, but I think that we have had a success with how everything's been going. I mean, we've been consistently having about 8 to 10, almost 10 people tonight. And I think that that's really amazing. We're doing a great job in here. And I thank you guys very much for your communication, because that's helping out the algorithm very much. All right. So, Mel, how are you going to make a lightsaber? It's supposed to be a blue light. I'm going to take it down to 300 and it should be ready to rock and roll. Now I'll drag it down to about down. About 250 will probably be it. Yeah, that'll be about it. Bam. Okay. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to just basically put it right there. Okay. So I want those right where they're at. Okay. Now, that's just the outfit. That outfit actually looks pretty dope for being a Jedi. I know I said it again. Jedi. Jedi. You know. I'll stop hating on them. Alright. Alright, Angela, here we go. So, okay. Now we need to fix this because, you know, that's not in proportion. See, I like the Inquisitor character, so I'm gonna make her an Inquisitor. See, Darth Maul was an Inquisitor, so you know that's what I'm gonna go for her, because she would be more of an Inquisitor type. What we got here? Yeah. The hood will work. Yeah, probably won't even give her an actual, won't even show her face really. I might just do that. Might just drop it down and then like that. Let's see. We can do this. Bring that around and then bring this up here like so. And then when we hit right here, bang. Oh man, I need to go shave. Should have shaved. I'm gonna tell you guys something which is silly. I wear facial hair sometimes, you know, partially because everybody thinks like, oh man, men should wear facial hair, but I absolutely hate it. All right, I'm going to be real with you. I want to be a real man about this and say I hate facial hair. It sucks. I think it sucks. Well, Mel, why would you think it sucks? You're supposed to be a man. Let me tell you, it itches. It gets in your nose. You eat. Man, when it gets too long, and it sucks because it gets into your mouth, and then you start eating your own facial hair. It's just not good. Okay, it's just not good. Nothing about it is appealing to me in that aspect of stuff, because you know it's like, man, damn. But you know, in a way, I kind of like wearing it, and plus the Duchess likes it, and I'm like, you know, it ain't that bad, you know, to a degree. But then there's some times where I'm just like, man, this, you know, especially when it gets in my way of eating. And I know some people that I know that are just like, well, I eat my own facial hair, and I'm like, well, you're weird, buddy, you know. Hold on, how's this gonna work? Because yeah, there you go. How's that armor, Sean? Got some Inquisitor armor on her. What do you think about that? I know you were talking about armor with the samurai, but this is pretty close here. All right, we got 20 minutes, man. Woo. Let's see, they put some new type of thing in my chat. I can't even. Bad when it's shape up. It doesn't look too bad. Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Oh man, facial hair. You know, that's a debate that I have with most of my male friends. I'm like, I don't want facial hair. And they're like, you look weird without it. You need hair. You gotta have hair. You gotta have hair. You gotta sit there. You gotta have hair. But you know, it's like, why? Why do I need facial hair for what? Well, men's supposed to have facial hair. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, how often do you eat your own face? Like, how often do you eat your own beard and goatee and stuff? And then, you know, I think the funniest is that I knew a guy when I was working in, I was working in Florida, when I was working in Daytona Beach. Funny, I'm going to be taking vacation down there very soon in about 2 weeks, but this guy's gone. He moved. I mean, I'm never going to see this dude again, but I think his name was Ralph or something like that. I can't really remember. This has been like 2015. This idiot had a beard and he had it braided and stuff, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, you know, whatnot, until we were eating in the break room, and I'm not a person that likes, thank you very much, Mom, appreciate that. I'm not a person that really have ever really eaten my lunch in the break room. I'm not a very big fan of that. Call me weird if you want, I don't care. But we're in the break room at this place, and it was a cell phone company. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to get dinged with any weird shit. But we're eating our lunch and stuff, and then this and I'm trying to remember how to do a hood from memory. I don't know if this hood. Okay, I'm gonna have to work with that a little bit. Actually, it's time to take this off because it's digging in my forehead. Yeah, I like those goggles, but man, sometimes they suck. I love them, but they suck. You know. But anyways, we're in there, we're eating, and then he's eating like some type of like soup or something, and he dipped his whole fucking beard. I'm sorry, his whole beard in the soup, and it was gross. It was gross. And I asked him, I said, man, is that normal? And he was like, yeah, it happens all the time because of his beard. And I'm like, man, why don't you cut it? He's like, I won't ever cut my beard. I'll eat hair all the time if I have to. I'm keeping my beard. And I'm like, that's weird, man. Whatever. So I never really thought too much about it after that, but I can't stand it. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me, though. Yeah, it's gross. I like this song for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because it just sounds weird. Soup and salad waiting for you. I mean, you know, you can mess with it however you want. Waiting for you. Probably. I mean, you know, I've had many people say that most of my artwork you could probably turn them into actual clothing, like fashion design. I mean, that was one thing I did look into when I was in school in case of like graphic design didn't work out that well, was like fashion design and doing that kind of stuff with clothing. So I mean, A lot of the outfits that I draw, I mean, you could cosplay, wear them, or whatever you wanted to, but thank you. There we go. Okay. He said senior citizen reflection, I think. That's what he said. Yeah. What do you guys think? Yeah? Alright. My hand's cramping. Damn. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Damn it. Picking up all that wood outside. A lot of the movie stars are too far. Doing an excellent job. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to name this and save it. I'm going to call it, we'll just call it Red Carpet Jedi Sith or something. I'll just put Jedi Sith. That'll work. Yeah. Save as... Okay, so I got that saved. Got the general idea of it. So we're going to come back on Tuesday and work on this. Okay, I hope you guys don't mind that we wait a little bit. Like I said, I was doing work outside and it caught up to me. So, I mean, we got 10 minutes here. So, what we'll do is I'll go to intermission. If you guys want to just chat for the last 10 minutes before we stop the show, that's cool too. So, let's go on ahead and switch on over. Hope you guys don't mind. Okie dokie. I think we did a good job today. Had a nice little turnout of people. We had about a good amount of people. Cushion I'm sitting on is a little dorky and dumpy, so I'm trying to scoot up some so I'm not like leaned all into all that mess. But anyways, yeah, we had a good time. I enjoyed this. This was actually a lot of fun today. I'm going to take this off because I don't even care about the music anymore. I'll just low-key drop that down some. There we go. So if you guys want to chat for the last little bit of time that we're on, you know, anything you guys want to throw up in the chat that we have there, go on ahead. Or I can think of something to ramble about. Let's see. Anybody got any plans for this summer? Anybody taking any trips, doing anything special? Anything at all like that? Having anything that you're doing special? What are you guys doing? What was everybody in here at the halls of yes? What is everybody in the chat room of the yes. What are you guys up to and doing? Yeah, my hair is really long. If you guys can see it, it's like really long. It's ready to be twisted up and stuff. So I'm just trying to pull the coils out because I had to condition it. Whoa, man, that was unbearably silly. I was trying my best to hold on, and it was a little rocky and rolly there. But that's okay, though. That is okay. But yeah, I don't know. Only other thing I can think of is going to try to play some of this Warframe in a minute. Probably later. Or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. No, we'll probably play that and try to work on that some. So, here's a question to you guys. So, like, there's different things I've been looking at in terms of, like, trying to figure out what price range to set the store. I'm trying to find a decent ground. Well, if someone said, "Hey, I have an 11 by 17 poster in a frame," what would be? And you guys can just throw a number out. I'm just trying to get like a baseline of what to do here. Okay, so if I said I got a 11 by 17 size poster in a frame that's glass, wood frame, how much would you feel comfortable paying for that? You know, $50, $100? What's the most that you would spend on it? If it was like $150, would you spend that on that, or would you spend the money on it if it was like $50? You know, anything that you throw in the chat would be helpful because I'm trying to reprice everything. Not only am I trying to resize it for the store, but I'm also trying to reprice it. So I'm trying to make a fair deal. And truth be told, there's things that I need. I need for the operation for Drawing with Matt Mill and, you know, gaming. I need, you know, I already got like the green screen and I got some other stuff, but you know, I gotta pay for maintenance and softwares and all kinds of stuff. So trying to figure out how to I want to try to sell my art, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. I mean, I've seen people talk about CSV files, and I've done that once or twice. You know, it's not bad, but yeah, just, you know, some of the stuff I want to do with the art. I just want to step it up some. But I guess in due time it'll come. In due time it'll come. But sorry. Guess I might try to eat something tonight too. Yeah. So I guess what we'll do is on Sunday, I will do. Yeah, man. So Sunday, I will probably do Ocarina of Time again. Once I do Ocarina of Time, I'll do that probably for a few, maybe like an hour or 2 hours. Like I said, depending on the list, but I'm definitely going to be doing Jet Set Radio Future. That's happening more often. That and I'm probably going to be doing more SNK versus Capcom. As one of the followers here, Bryson Lloyd, you know, we've been friends for a long time. I've known him since he was like a kid, and yeah, he's you know, I got a rematch with him playing that game, so I'm trying to get the hands and warm up some, so you guys can join me on that journey because I'm going to start boosting it up. Google says not to eat within 30 minutes of going to bed. I mean, I'm not going to bed anytime soon, but that's interesting. Interesting to see. Plus, I don't eat anything really heavy at night. If I eat anything, it's cereal. So I don't eat heavy before I go to bed. A thing called acid reflux, and I don't like playing with that. So, but that's useful information. So, I'll hold on to that. That's also something beneficial to be aware of. Oh yeah, and also I'm wearing my Venom shirt. It's starting to get all crinkly and jacked up. Oh man, his tongue is gone because of the green, because of the chroma key. Look at that, it looks like tar. That's neat. I didn't know how that was going to come out and look. That was pretty cool, I like that. Interesting. So, yeah. That's crazy. Let's see. What does that say? Add up your supplies, time, and some turnover and profit. Yeah, I did that. That's why I have a different price for. So I have paintings, and the problem is that I've had a lot of people. It's not a complaint, and I'm not saying this to be complaining and woe is me and all this kind of stuff. Being an artist is a very hard career to have because a lot of people don't take your artwork and what you're doing and what kind of time, effort, and energy it takes to make the products and to actually produce this. Especially when you're doing commission work. When you're doing commission work, you and the client both need to work together. Now, I've had this happen numerous times. This is why whenever I do paintings now, I charge 20% non-negotiable, non-refundable. And the reason why I do non-refundable is because I have a closet full of paintings, and half of them are personal collection that I want to keep, that I put up in the house. The other half, almost 3/4, is people who have paid the deposit, and I did the work and I got back in touch with them, and they just said, "Oh, just keep the deposit. I don't want the picture. I'm just trying to help you out with just a little change. That way you can buy you some more, a little bit of paint or a brush. Something to help you out with your hobby." It's not a damn hobby, okay? This is not a hobby. Any artist that you ever come across, if it's an artist that does food, artist that does paintings, illustration work, digital work, music, anything like that, saying that what their dream passion and what they put their life into as a hobby, you'd be better off spitting in their face. You would almost be able to come out unscathed by doing that. And I say that to say this, it's unfair for people to do that, but that's the reason why art is priced the way that it is. Art is priced the way that it is. And then there's Mel, you got to, everybody has a different perspective of what art's supposed to be, and everybody's got a different idea. That may be true. Everybody has a different eye, everybody has a different idea, whatever, so forth and so forth, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is that if you're going to do commission work or get somebody to do commission work, number one, be upfront. These are the laws that I'm going to tell you of dealing with someone who's an artist, okay? And this goes for cooking, painting, whatever the case. Be upfront with your person that's doing the commission work, okay? If you're not able to pay for it and it's something that you want done but you cannot pay for it, okay? Let them know up ahead of time. I can pay you the deposit if you do this. Please let me know. I can work, blah, blah, blah. You deal with the artist individually like that. Stop asking. Number two, stop asking for free shit, all right? If we want to give it to you for free, we will. But just because of the fact that we aren't big and known like Picasso, Van Gogh, Leonardo da Vinci, any of these other artists, just because we're not known like them doesn't mean that our work is not worth it, okay? So stop saying that we should just give it to you for free because of the fact that we're not known. Cut that out, period. Just cut that out. Just stop, all right? And number three, okay? When we ask you for your input, we want to know what it is that you want. You asked us for us to make what you want, because if you knew how to make it, you wouldn't be asking us. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to be an ass. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being real. This is a conversation with the community, and I'm talking to my people in my community and other people who might be watching. See, oh, yeah, it doesn't like me talking the truth. Speak the truth, Mel. It's gonna freeze up. Anyways, I'm not gonna lollygag. It's definitely hard to be an independent business person. People want a lot for nothing. Yes, indeed, Angela. That's very true. That is very true. It just sucks. We do it because it's a passion. We do it because we have a drive. We wake up every morning, go to bed every night. Long nights, longer days. Tired, psychologically exhausted because we love what we do. We love what we do, and all we ask is just to be able to sell it, because I can tell you this, you can be a mimic artist and make money off of that, that's perfectly fine, but people who can actually do stuff like me, where you can just tell me something, I can just pull it right out of the ether, just grab it right here and boom, there it is in my hand, hand it to you. That is rare. That is very rare. You have to have an eye for detail, an eye for listening to people, and be able to pull that and make it in a way that you're not losing your audience, your customer, these things. Same thing with being a chef or cooking or anything like that. If you're doing these things, and you like what the person is doing, pay them what they're worth. I have a friend that's a baker, and every time she makes stuff, she makes great products. Yes, she makes them. They're homemade. She works out of her house. She's converting another room into basically a industrial kitchen for her to work. I think she's adding on a garage to her home, so that way she can turn the previous garage into a bakery. I mean, more power to her. She's investing in her job. Just competing to stand 10 toes down. It'll work out. Oh yeah, all the time, Angela. Listen, I wake up and go to bed dreaming, thinking, doing, breathing, eating, sleeping, crying, and complaining, yelling, and damn near want to quit every single day, but I do it every day. Every day. I'm tired as shit right now, and I got on here. What was it? Tuesday, and I was just wore out, but I love it. I love it because I enjoy entertaining you guys, and I love drawing. That's what I love to do. But all I'm saying is I'm not on my soapbox to just kick ass all the time or just get on anybody's nerves or try to be, he's a dick or anything. I'm not trying to do that. All I'm saying is be kind to the creative people that are around you. We just want a fair shake at it, because it's hard to be able to get out there and get your stuff seen and noticed and get any type of motion and movement, because it's all about who you know and all this other kind of stuff. But until we get to that point, you are the people that we know. Our clients that we have, the community that we have, we build this up because we need you to be our voice. There's only so much a creator can do. Like, we can't sacrifice ourselves to be able to pull what we need. But that's why we rely on the people that are in our community, our customers and things like that, to help us out. The main thing is you're doing what you love. Yeah, that's true. I am doing what I love. So just be kind. Just something to think about. If you ever ask somebody for something, just remember, they may not be famous at that time, but there will come a day that one day they may be known, and you may be holding on to something that you may have paid $100 for, $60 for, $200 for, and one day they blow up, just boom, and then you're sitting on $5.6 million worth of something in your hands, and you could choose to keep it or not. Because there are people out there right now, some of you even watching, I have hand-drawn things and wrote and signed it for you and put it in a frame. And when my time comes and I blow up big and everything, you can sell that for however, you can make your own price. So, but anyways, I just wanted to just have a moment. I have my little rant, like some of you like to say. But anyways, thank you for coming to the show. I wanted to get that off. I wanted to say that. I wanted to let people that are coming to the community or part of the community understand that, we love what we do. And, content creators and artists and different types of artists, love what we do, and you know, we don't want to feel like we're just doing this in vain. You know, we love to do it, but we got to eat too, you know, so, you know, just something to think about. But anyways, I will put a post up, let you guys know when the shop is back up. I might put a link on the actual YouTube channel, or I might put it on Facebook. I might even just use Instagram more often. If any of you that are in here that have services or are able to help with social media, please contact me by my email. It's on the YouTube channel. Let me know if you are capable or able and what your prices are, so we can talk about that. Or if you want to do a pro bono and help me and try to get this blown up, and then once it starts going, I'll pay you, whatever, however you want to do it. I might need some help with this because I need to get some more traction, because we're building and we're growing. And the reason why we're building and growing is because, you know, it feels natural, and we're not trying to do anything that's half-assed or shady. We're just here having fun, watching and playing games and drawing, and just, you know, me entertaining you guys. So, but anyways, that's enough of me. I want to go and get me some shredded wheat. Yeah, I want to get me some shredded wheat. So anyways, I will see you guys later, and until then, you guys be good, take it easy, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.